What a run.
You have fireworks stories before we have to wrap things up.
Yes, America Day and Canada Day have both passed.
America Day.
But I just saw some things and I thought you would like these stories. I don't know if I've ever told them.
Okay.
Please stop me if I have.
Okay.
Let's go to, I've been dating SL for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. We're traveling back in time.
No, it's about a month. It's Victoria Day in Canada. So what's that in the States? Veterans Day? Memorial Day?
Yes. One or the other.
One or the other.
Something.
One of those ones.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
One of those ones. I think it's Memorial Day. I don't know. And we're firing off fireworks in a park nearby where I live in Scarborough. Had to burp. And so a few of my friends were arriving late because some of us partook in some of that underage drinking at the time. I was 19. I had just turned 19, but a few of my friends, not so much. So they had partook. So we're like close to running out of fireworks before they arrive. Okay. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We got to still have fireworks going on when these guys get here. So we go across the street. For those of you who can picture the neighborhood, we go to Sugar Plaza in East Scarborough. We went to the Sugar convenience store to buy fireworks, and I bought $30 worth of fireworks. When I was 19, that was so much money.
That's your life savings.
Life savings! And for some reason, the only people that went to the store were me and my friend's little sister. Not all my buddies who were over in the park, which would have been great.
Yeah.
It was just me and my friend's little sister. And we're just talking. I go to buy the fireworks and we go to walk back. And if you can picture the neighborhood, if you're from there, go walking by the KFC. I'm trying to paint a picture here, okay? So we're walking out of the plaza. There's a KFC at the end of it and it's dark because it's night. And behind me, as I'm holding my little my little plastic bag of fireworks, I just hear drop it. And I go, that's not good. I turn around, there's 20 dudes with bandanas covering their face.
This is a movie. What?
This is in East Scarborough. East Scarborough. It made the news. It made the news. Drop it. And I had never been mugged before, so I just kind of, I looked at them all and I was like, so I'm eyeing them up and down, right? And even though they're wearing bandanas, I'm looking at a few of you like, or a few of them like, you fucking, I went to high school with you, asshole. I graduated less than a year ago.
You're not some tough mugger.
And they were like 16. Because I was like, okay, what grade were they in? And that's why I wasn't that scared, because I'm like, okay, you're all, I know there's like 20 of you, but like you're 16. Like, you guys are idiots. I know who you are. Fuck off. So
Fuck off.
No, I didn't say any of those things. What I instead said was, and I don't know why this was what I decided to come up with. I just went, no. And so I turned around and I just kept walking. I'm right by the road. I'm right by Lawrence Road. Mm-hmm. So like, well visible. So I'm like, I'm probably fine, right? All of a sudden behind me, I hear, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? That one of these motherfuckers runs out of their pack with a Roman candle lit. And he just starts lighting me the fuck up.
No.
Just shooting at me to get me to drop the fireworks. Because
Are you running at this point?
Well, I'm trying to dodge. Like I'm not standing still.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, my instincts just kicked in and I tried to punch the guy. I ran at the guy and he goes, "Are you stupid?" And I was trying to punch the guy and I'm getting close to him, but like, I mean, he's obviously trying to dodge me now too. Uh-huh. He's holding it in his right hand, just fucking clobbers me right on my left temple.
Oh no.
So close to my eye. It singed my eyebrows. It singed my hair. I had like a
Oh God.
I went and got my haircut 2 weeks later and like mid haircut, the guy's like, "What the fuck happened to your head, man?" At Jingles, by the way, if you're from the neighborhood. He's like, "What the fuck happened to your head?" I'm like, oh yeah, about that. Yeah. So at that, after that, I turned around.
So you're fighting off a guy with a Roman candle.
So stupid.
With a bag of fireworks in your hand.
So stupid. And well, it's not like they were lit.
But imagine
fuck.
he goes for your fireworks.
Oh, fuck.
and he lights them and you explode and you catch on fire. It's a whole different story.
Wow, I hadn't actually thought of that angle.
That was the first thing that came to my mind when you said somebody lit something. I'm like, is he going to go for your fireworks?
Shit, I didn't even think of
That's
that.
death.
Fuck, I didn't even. That was wow. That would have been real bad.
You lose a hand there. Anyways.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway. So, lights me up, and I know there's only like a certain amount of rounds in a Roman candle, so just I turn around, so 2 or 3 into my back, and then all of a sudden all that stops. And I don't know why I did this, but it was one of the most badass moments of my life. So I have my back to them. I'm the most hopping mad I've ever fucking been. My jacket is literally smoking and on fire. And I just turned around and went, motherfuckers, get the fuck out! Like I just screamed at them as loud as I could, and they took off.
Oh, wow.
They took off.
That's that bear thing where it's like, look larger than the bear.
Oh yeah, I was so mad.
Oh my God.
And I went back across the road, and they're like, hey, we heard you screaming. What happened there? I was like, you didn't fucking see that? You didn't fucking see the fireworks?
Oh,
you
wow.
dicks. So I go home that night, and my dad gets up early for work. So I'm like, okay, this is bad news. So I just write a note, and I leave it in the bathroom because obviously he's going to go there first. I just go, wake me up before you go to work. I have something to tell you.
Wake me up before you go. Sorry.
And I think I left my jacket in the bathroom too, which at this point is just a zipper. Like, because
it's been burned to smithereens.
It's been burned. And the reason I did that, by the way, guys, and I think a lot of people listening will sympathize, I just wanted to go to bed. And if my dad found out, it would have been us driving around the neighborhood with baseball bats and hockey, literally baseball bats and hockey sticks. Trying to
I know that feeling, yeah.
And I'm just like, no, thanks. But anyway, so we get up early and we see the story on, I think it was on City TV, about these kids having Roman candle wars with each other. And I thought it was them, but it was in a different neighborhood of Scarborough, further west. And so we emailed them, and I go, hey, and I sent them like pictures of my face, my jacket. I go, yeah, these guys tried to mug me with fireworks. And so they actually came, and I was on the news.
Oh, wow.
In late May 2007. I think you can still find the story.
Okay.
But I can't find the video. And the interview was so stupid. I was like, fireworks are fun. Stupid people aren't.
So PSA from Steve Glenn.
2 years later, 2 or 3 years later, I'm walking with my buddy down the street.
Same street?
No. This is like Metavale or something like that. We're going home from Amigos, which is the bar that we basically kept open while we were in university. Mm-hmm. And this car rolls up next to us. The windows roll down. We see hands stick out of the window, and I'm like, yo, this is bad.
They're about to light you up.
Funny you should say that, Jesse, because here's what we hear. Get lit up!
You're in a Biggie drive-thru.
Fucking 2 guys, they lit us up with Roman candles. They did a Roman candle drive-by. Again, burned my foot, burned my butt. Like, fuck, they hurt, man.
Oh, yeah, it's fire.
You ever been hit with a Roman candle?
No, but it's fire.
It's fire. It is fire. It hurts. It hurts. The impact doesn't hurt. The burning hurts. Yeah. So we got lit up. we got fucking drive-by.
You were in a drive-by like Tupac.
Yeah. And well, and that's how I describe the part of Scarborough.
In the studio. Biggie. Sorry. I had to get that right.
That's how I describe the part of Scarborough I grew up in. It was rough enough that I was involved in a mugging and a drive-by. It's nice enough that they were fireworks. And not guns.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So anyway.
Fuck, man.
My buddy who I was with, who we got lit up together. Which
could mean a whole different thing.
I know you gotta go to work. I'll try to be quicker with these. But his dad was a cop.
Okay.
But this was during G20. So his dad is overwrought.
So this isn't that long ago. If it's 2 years after, G20 wasn't like too long. Yeah.
No. And so the cops, they basically don't let them sleep during events like those, which is not a good way to run things. I don't think. Because I feel like you want cops to be...
It's like doctors when they run them on like 3-hour shifts in the emergency room.
Yeah, I kind of want my doctors to be well rested.
Yeah.
So anyway, we call him up, like drunk, telling him what happened. I don't know why we did that.
Because you're drunk.
I think, we wanted a ride home, I think. And we weren't even that far
call
away.
My dad.
It was the stupidest thing. But we're like, oh, fuck, man, my foot. So anyway, he just tears a strip off my friend, basically, because he's like, these are like the 4 hours I get to sleep, and you call me with this shit? And we were like, oh, okay, sorry. So hung up. So we called the non-emergency line for the police. So we got a ride home in the back of a cop car. But really? But I was such an idiot that I was putting my hands behind my back on purpose in the back of a cop car to see what it was like. And I'm like, man, this is like not comfortable at all. This is like this is like a really tight space. And the cop in the front seat just goes, yeah, it's for bad guys.
Was that the first time you ever rode in the back of a cop car?
First and only,
first
thank
and
God.
last, yeah?
Yeah, first and only, thank God. No, I got a talking to from the cops one time when I was in grade 8, but that's a whole nother story. Basically, okay, I'll be real quick with this one. These 6 kids who were in grade 10 and in the local high school came to my elementary school to beat up an 8th grader.
Oh, no.
And they just showed up in the middle of a yard, and we see them surround our friend, and we're all like, well, there's like 30 of us. So run! We just beat up all these crates.
Nice. That's what you should do. Fuck you if you're coming to elementary school to beat up a little kid.
One more fireworks story.
Okay.
And this is why, like,
did you get lit up again?
Well, no, as the years passed, I couldn't get too mad at those kids. Well, I mean, they tried to hurt me. So that's different. That's fucked up. But in grade 7, we came up with the idea. We're like, let's have Roman candle fights. And so we basically played laser tag with Roman candles.
What is wrong with you people in Scarborough?
And so the next year, it was either the next year in grade 8 or like it was like a Victoria Day, Canada Day gap sort of thing, a couple months. We decided to next level it. It was me and my buddy Jose, and girls hung out with us, God knows why.
Because you're idiots.
And we would like give them rides places on our bike handles.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because, bikes.
Yeah. Cool. Like an NERD video.
We came up with a brilliant idea to ride our bikes and have the girls hold the Roman candles.
Oh,
and we basically jousted.
Oh my God! You guys are idiots! Who gave you fire to play with?
I don't know, man.
And joust with?
I don't know. But the poor girl who was on my bike handles, her name was Nooper.
Ended well?
She, right in the middle of her forehead, dude. She got... And obviously we stopped playing then. But it bounced right off. Again, another bullet dodge. Like, luckily nothing happened. I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You are so close to
play
death.
With fireworks, you idiots.
Oh my God.
Forget death. Like, I could have lost an eye. Nooper could have lost an eye. My buddy Jose could have lost an eye. Who knows? He might have.
Any of the girls on the bike. And then you get sued because it's your bike and your candles, I assume.
Well, yeah.
And those parents are suing you, and your parents get involved, and it's a whole mess, and your entire life has changed.
And the guilt of hurting your friend. Or getting your friend hurt, or putting them in a dumb situation. Or you mugged someone. Oh, that was the other thing. We obviously tell the police, we're like, so these guys tried to mug us, but they couldn't get the guy, because I didn't know who the guy was who lit me up. I could only point out a few of the other people who were there. They were like, well, did they just stand there? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, we can't do anything. And the worst we could do is ask them who it was, and they're not going to tell us. So I was like,
I feel like police don't want to get involved in these little kid squabbles. It feels like a parenting thing.
Well, yeah, but like there's also cops. There's also like they can't just be like, you were there, you're arrested.
Yeah.
Like, so I think they've been through enough experiences where they go, okay, so here's how this is going to end. And it's going to end with nothing. So
moral of the story,
Yes.
Steve was an idiot from ages, I don't know, 8 to 26. And now you're okay.
Wait a sec. I was the victim in most of those stories.
No, Steve. You put yourself in these situations.
Wow.
Maybe if you were a little smarter, you wouldn't have gotten yourself almost mugged with Roman candles.
Wow.
I'm just saying, grow up a little, Steve.
I wanted to shoot some fireworks when I was 19, and instead,
Grow up!
my jacket got burned. I should go pick that jacket up. I think it's still in evidence.
Do you still have the burned jacket?
No, I think it's in evidence.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the cops, and they probably threw
You
it.
could pick up evidence? I don't know.
I mean, not after 9 years. Like, I'm sure it's gone.
Yeah.
But I gotta have pictures of that somewhere. I should ask SL. Oh man, the camera. I hope the camera was recording that whole story.
I think it just turned. It probably mixed like last minute or so. It's okay.
Oh my god. Yeah. So.
Anyways.
Anyway, the reason I told those stories, one, they're kind of funny.
Oh my god.
Two, yeah, be careful with fireworks, man. Be careful, because I've used up 3 of my 9 lives.
A little bit more than that, I would say.
Those. Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
Scarborough stories. And Adam wasn't there for any of those. So
Okay, I was gonna say.
Didn't matter that he wasn't there. Holy fuck.